The Wii has been released for a very long time. Did you know it was released in 2006? That's 18 years ago. Way to make me feel old. But with an old console like this, is there anything to do? I mean, we have consoles that are miles better than the Wii with incredible graphics. So we have to ask, is the Wii worth it in 2024? When you look online, you realize that gaming is expensive. The PS5 Pro is over $800 here in Australia, and games can be a nightmare to get, with most games being over $50. But when you look at the price of the Wii nowadays, you can see that it sells for a bit over $100 depending on where you get it from. And then when you look at the vast amount of games for the system, they can range from $5 all the way up to $50, which is cheaper comparing to, the PS5. So it's easy to build up a collection of Wii games. But if you really don't want to pay for all the games, then I have a solution for you. If you get a Wii, one of the first things that I suggest you should do is mod it. The Wii modding scene is massive, and it's one of the most easiest consoles to mod. It usually takes about 5 minutes depending on what exploit you use. To mod your Wii, all you need to have is a computer. It doesn't really matter how powerful it is, an SD card, and the Wii itself. But once you mod the Wii, it opens the door to a lot of possibilities. Like for example, if you're worried about how the Wii service is shut down, just install Wii Link, and boom, you have it all up and running again. And if you want to play games straight off your Wii instead of using a disc, you can get USB loaded GX, or something similar to it, to legally play your own Wii games that you own on disc, and that you totally didn't scrape off the internet. You wouldn't do that, would you? You can also get homebrew apps, which are basically Wii games and apps not published by Nintendo, but instead by users. But you might be thinking, what's the point of all this if the games are bad? Ah yes, the game. Probably the main part of a gaming console, hence the name. The Wii has so many great games. It has Mario, Animal Crossing, Smash Bros, the essentials. But a game that is so fundamental in the Wii experience is Wii Sports. Wii Sports is a game that originally came with the console. If you get a Wii secondhand, it might not come with it. But if you do get one, then it's one of the first games you should have. Overall, it's basically just a tech demo, but a good one at that. It has 5 sports, each showing all of the Wii's features. With tennis, you swing the Wii remote like a tennis racket, and with all the other sports, you use the Wii remote as if you were playing the sport, like with a baseball bat or golf club. This is also a great game to play with friends, as each game can be either played by yourself or with friends. I remember playing this and having so much fun with my friends. Only problem, you need another Wii remote. But that's not the only game that is great on this console. The Wii has a whole collection of games respectively called the Wii series. Games like Wii Sports, Wii Fit, Wii Party, and Wii Music, and Wii Chess. When did that get there? Games outside the Wii collection are also amazing. Games like Mario Kart Wii, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and Super Mario Bros. Are all classics when it comes to the console, as it's some of their best-selling games. But if you are looking for games, please make sure you look out for shovelware games. These types of games are usually games that look great on the outside, but are horrible on the inside. They're usually just made for the money. Like, who wants to buy Big Beach Sports? This game plays like ass! So just make sure you're playing games from the best sellers list, or games with good reviews online. When it comes to graphics on the Wii, it becomes a bit iffy. If a game is developed properly, then the games on the system can look amazing. I mean, just look at the games like Mario Kart Wii in the Wii series. But if you're gonna play third-party games, they can look pretty bad, especially shovelware games. It's because Nintendo wanted to appeal to families instead of hardcore gamers. So they wanted to make the Wii cheap so that grandma would ask herself, why shouldn't I get this? Since the Wii was designed for families and easy use, the Wii had these things called channels. If you're even remotely familiar with the Wii, you will know all about these. Well, a great place to start is the disc channel. All the disc channel does is run Wii and GameCube discs. Yup, that's all it does. Also, for some reason you can't move it. The Wii Shop channel. If you're buying a Wii in 2024, this channel has no news, except maybe the music. Skip. Ah yes, the Me channel. the only channel where you can mess around with making okay looking Miis. I remember making so many Miis back in the day of my family and friends, characters from TV shows, and making this. But this channel is an important one. Besides making goofy characters, in most Wii games you can use these Miis as playable characters, or to represent yourself. Even in games like Mario Kart, you can play as a Mii and see your other Miis in the background. So yeah, this is a neat little channel overall. So next up we got boring and second boring channels where you do boring things. Like, come on, you can see by the names what they do. The forecast channel shows you, well, the forecast, and the news channel shows you what's going on in the world. Nuclear war, I'm out here playing my Wii. Next up, we have some channels that aren't really a part of the pre-installed channels, but are official channels that were put on the Wii Shop channel instead of, being pre-installed. I revived them here so I could show you using Wii Link, as I mentioned before. So first up, we got the Nintendo channel, where all you do is watch ads. Yup, it's just ads for their games. You think it'll be really boring, but it's really not. Hey look, I'm watching the Pikmin 4 trailer on my Wii, isn't that cool? I think this is why people call me names. Let's maybe get away from that and start talking about the Check Me Out channel. Why make horrifying Miis if you can't share them? So basically, how this thing works is that you make your Mii, go into the channel, and you can enter neat little contests or just upload them for thousands of people to see. Some people might even download and use your Miis. You can see that I've downloaded a few Miis. For some reason, I found the man face from Roblox. Something I realized while I'm writing the script, that imported Miis can have custom pants. Like, oh my god. So yeah, that's the Check Me Out channel, I guess. I mean, I could sit here all day and talk about every single little Wii channel that's on the Wii, but it would take far too long, and editor Togime over here does not like having to edit for hours upon hours. If you saw a channel that interests you, just look it up. But yeah, those are some of the long list of reasons that people can come up with on why you should have a Wii in 2024. I would like to say that I'm still a new YouTuber, and as I'm making this script, I have 66 subscribers, so I hope I can get to 100 in the near future. I would like to thank you guys for the support on my last video. Like, 1,000 views is a lot, so thank you. But anyway, thank you for watching, and goodbye.